Welcome everyone to the L7C Podcast NFL edition. Today we are back fresh off of a long football weekend, the Thanksgiving weekend. We got the EVP with us, Mr. Justin Atkins. How are you doing today, sir?
I am pumped. So much football this past weekend. Too
hmm
much football, if we're being quite honest. By the time Sunday rolled around, I almost had enough. I almost had enough. Like, I was tired, man, after Thursday games, the Black Friday game, college on Saturday. I was
hmm
beat. I
hmm
was beat. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. Like, I was like, damn. Like, now I got red zone, and some of these matchups really ain't doing it for me, but the NFL always got something for you, especially those weeks where you think some shit ain't about to happen.
Yeah, by Sunday, I obviously you still watched the stuff, but it just wasn't the same because I'm gonna
I
say
was
it right now. I think for the first time, and I think that was the best Thanksgiving slate of games, especially the first two, in a long time in terms of like competitiveness and actually meaning something.
oh, absolutely. Like those games, it took it out of me because you had to be locked in on them because
hmm
they meant something, and then especially that Black Friday game too. Like,
Yeah, it did too. Yes,
yeah, that changed things in the NFC. It did.
like it was just crazy. Just that first one, like the Packers Lions, because I know in our live stream that we did last week, I said whoever loses this game's out. They're not, and Detroit had to win that game, and they lost. That's 0-2 against the Packers. Like they're not in the playoffs. If it started today, they're still in it. They're obviously like the eighth seed because of some things that have happened, but Justin Knights, that was not a loss they could have afforded.
Man, out of all the losing teams on Thursday and Friday, who do you think of the most trouble? Is it the Lions?
So Lions lost, Chiefs lost. Eagles.
The
I don't think
the,
it's the
the
Eagles. It'll be in
Eagles
terms of
Eagles
making like playoffs or like
just yeah, making the playoffs,
Kansas City.
future. Oh, Kansas City, that's your pick.
10 is worse than eight because I was gonna pick the Lions, but eight is one behind. Like 10 is bad, especially since now the Texans are starting to lock in,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
then which this division is awful, but whatever. But the AFC South is they got two 8-4s and a 7-5. The Chiefs are not winning their division, so they need some help.
yeah, they definitely need some help. My pick was definitely about to be the Lions. The Eagles, the Eagles for content purpose were probably the most concerning, but they're still going to be a playoff team, even if they collapse like they did 2 years ago. But yeah, it's definitely the Lions. Like you said, they lost to Green Bay twice. They have to play the Cowboys this Thursday, and I'm telling you right now, if they do somehow make the playoffs and Chicago got the home field advantage, or Philly is still a top two seed and they gotta go outside there, they're cooked. They're cooked.
Yeah.
Jared Goff can't do it outside.
I was, even though because of the Steelers losing, I almost thought the Ravens in a little bit because like that was the game where we all said like, it doesn't matter. The Ravens are going to smoke them. It doesn't matter, and they're the ones who got cooked.
Yeah, that was the worst performance on Thursday, Black Friday for
Mm-mm.
sure, because that Ravens offense did not look good. Lamar Jackson looked concerned. The announcers were trying to say he looked hurt. I don't know about all that. I think he was just playing like ass, just wasn't locked into the shit. But hey, man, they still have everything in front of them. If they handle business, they'll be a top four seed. So they got time to right the ship. But yeah, it's definitely the Lions. The Lions are
Yeah,
definitely looking up at some teams right now, and they got a hot Cowboys team coming into Detroit on Thursday too.
that's going to tell a lot, man, because they're right now currently 8-9 and on the bubble.
Yeah,
Like, and then on the flip side of that, probably the biggest winner from the Black Friday thing in terms of like that whole weekend, it's got to be the Bears.
oh yeah.
No
Eh,
one expected this.
no, and it was how they won the game too.
Mm-hmm.
It was how they won that game. They ran up and down on why did I got week 3 pulled up on here? What the hell? Yeah, it was how the Bears won that game. They almost held the ball for 40 minutes, didn't let the Eagles get many possessions. They controlled that game. They rushed for 281 yards, and that for the Eagles, that is a concern. No one should be running for almost 300 fucking yards against you when you have Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter in the middle of your defense.
I agree.
Like, if I was an Eagles fan, like, even with all the offensive woes, like, that would have pissed me off the most. Letting the team almost run for 300 yards on you, 6 yards a carry, it's demoralizing.
Yep.
And that game was at home too, so you know those Eagles fans were hot about that. So yeah, I don't think they're in trouble in terms of making the playoffs, but Ravens and Eagles, those performances from the Ravens offense and then the Eagles defense, that has to leave a bad taste in your mouth.
I agree. 100%. Agree. It was just, man, that was some good stuff. Like, I just, again, I'm really trying to think without Googling the last time it was super competitive games on Thanksgiving, and Black Friday is a newer thing, but usually those Thanksgiving games, that first one of them, two of the three are always like a wash.
Well, yeah. Most of the time, the Lions, most of our lives are dog shit, so
Yes.
they get their ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys are hit and miss.
Yep.
They're hit and miss with it, and then the third game is mostly a rotating divisional game.
Mm-hmm.
It's always something. But I remember, I think 2 years ago, I think the Seahawks played the 49ers, and the 49ers just kicked their ass. So yeah, this was definitely a good 2 days of Thanksgiving and Black Friday football. Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're right. Like, once getting to that, to the regular Sunday, I was just like, whatever. I mean, it's a regular Sunday, but of course the NFL does NFL things, and we gave them a shout out last time we spoke about them. The Carolina Panthers, man, beating, because again, at that point, in that point of the week, everyone's like, "Oh, the Rams are going to be coming out." They beat the Rams, man. Stafford 3 turnovers, had a pick six, a game no one thought Carolina was going to win.
Nope, and they were 10-point dogs, 10-point home dogs. I had them in the teaser with a bunch of other teams, and of course, the Browns fuck it up.
Oh,
But
dear.
yeah, all the time. But yeah, there was Inglewood Miller up in Charlotte. The Matt Stafford did throw that pick six that definitely ain't good. You don't like to see that, but I just think honestly the Rams were due. They were due. They were due for one. Just the way they've been winning. They've been locked in, really whooping everyone's ass for a while now, and going across the country like that gets a feisty Panthers team looking to be in the playoffs. Bryce Young playing well, getting to that young receiver from Arizona that I can't really say his name. That's why I ain't say it. But Rico Dowdle and those boys. But yeah, I'm still high on, like, it doesn't change my opinion of the Rams at all. It really doesn't. It's just, one of those games. It's hard to go 18 weeks and win every single one.
Yeah, I agree. I think
real.
I think with the Panthers and this year especially, because we're going to talk about like the next game, like the Texans defense, like beating the Colts. There's no like. When we get to the playoffs, I honestly think this shit's wide open. Like, there's no like omega dominant team. Like, everyone can be beat.
Yeah, I think the teams with the defenses, like the good defenses, the really good ones, are going to have a huge advantage in the playoffs. Because you're right, there's not really a juggernaut team. I guess you can say the Rams. I still think the Rams are kind of a juggernaut because when they get going, they get going. But on the contrary, if they're not at home, if they're not in LA the entire time indoors, and they gotta go outside somewhere in the cold, like if the Bears somehow keep this number one seed and they gotta go Chicago when it's cold, or they gotta go to Green Bay or Philly. I don't know. I don't know. Even though Stafford played well in that game last year against the Eagles in the snow, I just don't think if the Rams gotta go outside again like that, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Like the Rams offense, but there's just a lot of just different. Like
Their
I don't know. I
defense
feel
is nasty too. Like,
yeah, it's just. But there's a lot of teams here. If they get going, is going to be like hard to stop. Like at the beginning of the year, if the Buccaneers were fully healthy right now, they'd be one of those offenses.
yeah, but they're not.
They're not. That's
They're
what I'm. Yeah,
not,
they're
and
not.
they're not surprisingly injured. Did they get Bucky Irvin back though?
They did, which is they needed him bad. But I just feel like this one's going to be wide open because like the Bears, they're the number one seed right now. I saw something. If they lose this Sunday, they drop from 1 to 7.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Like this is how crazy this league is right now.
It's tough. It's tough. These teams are bunched together. Like,
Oh, that's why. Because they play Green Bay.
yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
if they lose, they drop from the number one seed to the last spot in the dance.
yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, what the one seed in the NFC is 9-3, and the seventh seed is 9-4.
Yeah, NFC's going absolutely dumb. And I mean, even just looking on the AFC side, like it's the fact that it's December 2nd, day of recording. The number one seeds in the NFL right now are the Bears and the Patriots, with Drake May and Caleb Williams, the young Bucks,
Yeah, man.
and a team who you already talked about nasty defense. They got CJ Stroud back. The Texans and that defensive. You just got to keep them in the game. Like if you're the Houston Texans, we talk about Ohio State. If we score 2 touchdowns, it's really over because our defense will lock you out. As long as the offense doesn't f it up for the Texans, that defense will keep you in or hold it down.
Yeah, it's a championship winning defense for sure. It definitely is. Like I've been so impressed with Houston. It, I think it started with me when Davis Mills was the quarterback. When they won 3 games with him having the starter quarterback, and you know like Davis Mills is perfect. I didn't think this before, but perfectly serviceable right now. And that defense, man, that defense is nasty. It can carry them. They're going to need CJ to get the offense rolling a little bit. They really want to make a Super Bowl run, but yeah, that defense is going to keep them in games, and it has them back in the race to win the division.
Yeah, and division, it was the Colts were running away with it. Now they free fought, and now you got Jacksonville, who's technically ahead in the division. Colts are a wild card. Texans are right on the bubble. They're right behind a team we thought would be well one of the top seeds, but they're at the bottom. Buffalo, who they beat the Steelers, but what are your thoughts on them?
Buffalo, man,
Mm-hmm.
they got the job done. They got the job done. The Steelers, Aaron Rodgers didn't end up finishing the game, but they found a way to win this one. They ran for the most yards ever at Pittsburgh's new stadium, so about 20 to 25 years old, 249 rushing yards. Steelers fans were booing, saying fire Mumpkin. Get the defense, the offensive coordinator the hell up out of there. But yeah, man, Buffalo's still in too. They still got the strapping white man Josh Allen. I'm still worried about their defense a little bit, and they won that game without both their starting tackles.
Yeah.
So that I'm not gonna lie, I bet on Pittsburgh. It was looking good in the first half, up 7-3, and then Buffalo outscored them 23-0 in the second half.
I agree. No, nothing to add there. I know I know you got the highlight of the 4 games, but just looking, man, there's a lot of playoff implication matchups.
Oh yeah, I left some off.
Yeah,
I knew you would say something about I left some of them off. There's some more that we could definitely get into.
Yeah, but
Because
let's
we already talked about the playoffs for real. So yeah, any games that I did not put on there with playoff implications, give them
yeah.
to me now.
Okay. Shit. Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I mean, that's for the North for real.
Pittsburgh and the Ravens. The Ravens currently 6 point 6 point favorites at home, hosting the Steelers. This is the first of two matchups because they play on the they play week 18 as well.
Hmm.
Don't know the status of Aaron Rodgers at the moment, but we know what it'd be with these teams, man. These games are rough,
Yep.
tough, typically low scoring.
Hmm.
I'm going to pick the Ravens just because I bet this team to go to the Super Bowl, and I think they're better than the Steelers, especially without Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback for them and their offense being complete dog shit, and their defense just giving up 250 yards rushing on the ground. So I think it's going to be a big Derrick Henry game, a Lamar bounce back game because the Steelers defense really has not been that good this season. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens here to take that top spot in the AFC North.
Yeah, I agree. The Steelers just look bad. I'm just not. They're not looking good. And Ravens, like you told me weeks ago, like they're ascending because they just had to last and get to this part of the schedule, and they're doing well. I think all the other playoff games you have on here, the only other one that you didn't have that I'm looking at is the Monday night one, Philly and the Chargers.
Yeah, that was the one that didn't make the cut just because it's different conferences, but both of these teams need a win. They both need a
Hmm.
they both need a win very badly. The Eagles, of course, they're still third they're still third in the NFC leading the division, but the way they lost against Chicago this past weekend, Justin Herbert injured his left hand, so non-throwing hand in the game against the Raiders on Sunday. They said he is having surgery on it on Tuesday, so today. So
Hmm.
I don't really know how that is going to work out. And from watching Aaron Rodgers on Sunday, I think the main thing with having a broken, like messed up offhand, it's not even throwing the ball; it's the run game. You can't really take snaps under center. You have a hard time handing the ball off to the right side if you're left hand, if you can't really use and grip with your left hand, and
Hmm.
you can't really break falls either if you are getting hit with that
Hmm.
left hand. So that could be an issue. I know the Chargers are going to want to run, or they're going to want to run the ball on Philly, but I think Philly bounces back here. I don't think they give up almost 300 yards rushing. I I think this is one of those Philly finds a way to win the game type of games, but I think it's going to be close. It's the game's in LA, but we already know the Chargers have no fans, so it's going to be mostly Eagles fans there. Like we know this, So yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles in this one.
Yeah, I'll go Eagles. I'll go Eagles. Sounds funny. I think that was it, but now the rest of the Cowboys and Lions. Cowboys, they're riding. They're riding high. They beat the two Super Bowl finalists in a span of 4 days. I don't even know if that's ever been done before. Um, they got the Lions, who the Lions really needed that game. They really needed that Packers game. They really needed it, and they lost. They're favored a field goal. Oh, Justin, I almost want to pick the Cowboys. I almost do.
Don't do it again.
Because
Don't do it again.
if they win this one, it's going to be up in Dallas.
Yeah, we win this game, then we really in the mix. Like we are really back in this shit. I just can't forget like how I can't. The defense ain't good.
No.
Yes, they have been getting better, but the defense is not good. we're gonna need to play some goddamn defense to beat the Lions. I know they're gonna be pissed off. I know they're gonna be ready for this game. It
Yes,
is
they
an
will.
absolute must-win game. Must-win game for them. Jahmyr Gibbs is a fucking monster.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna be the homer. It's gonna be me this time.
Oh,
I'm picking the Cowboys. I
okay.
think they're gonna make a little run. They're gonna give the Eagles a run for their money for this damn division. They
Okay.
they're gonna try to get back there. Dak Prescott has been still unbelievable this season. I think I'm a Cowboys fan. I don't know. This is best group of weapons with CD Lamb and George Pickens that I ever seen them with. It's honestly the best I've seen Dak play in his career. 10 years in, he has an 88.2 out of 100 grade on PFF.
Hmm.
He makes big time throws. The Lions are going to have a hard time handle being able to lock up CD and George Pickens. It's going to be a lot. There's going to be points. You already know it's going to be points. I think Dallas has the ball last, and they get down there and they steal the game. I think they're going to do it. I was thinking about going to this game too. It's in Detroit. I was thinking about it. I'm not, but I thought about it, man. Those tickets were a little pricey though.
Oh man. Yeah, the Lions, they can't lose back to back. Like they really cannot. Like God, or they're screwed. But I'll take the Lions in this one. Colts and Jags. How you feeling on this?
Man, Colts. They just had. They just ran into the Texans defense.
Mhm.
That was a lock earlier in the week, especially when we thought that Davis Mills was going to be playing again. But that defense is just tough. And then Jacksonville on the other hand, their defense is good too. Not as crazy as some of the other defenses in the league, maybe the Denver's and the Houston's other world. But their defense is still good, and they're winning despite Trevor Lawrence being kind of shitty. But if I looked at this correctly, let me see something. This is a matchup that Jacksonville wins a lot. They're at home, and I think the only way I see the Colts winning this one is a big Jonathan Taylor performance.
Mhm.
He's due for one. He's
Yeah.
definitely due. The Jaguars really haven't looked good. They're winning, but you've been paying attention. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Indy here. Indy needs this one. Jacksonville just overtook them in the division,
Yep.
and I think, and they play again in a few weeks.
Man.
I don't think Indy's going to sweep them, but I just don't think Jacksonville's going to win this game. 3 straight wins, barely beating Arizona. You had the Titans last week. Damn, they whooped the dog shit out the Chargers. Wow,
Hmm.
I don't remember this game. Oh yeah, yeah. Defense. I don't think they went 4 straight. Give me Indy.
This game's at Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Ooh, shoot, man. I just don't like how Indy's been playing this past couple of weeks. I really don't.
Jonathan Taylor, do bro.
He is due. Like, ah, I can't pick the Jaguars, even though I want to pick them because they're a home underdog. But I'll take the Colts. Yeah, I'll take the Colts. They need to win. They need to. They need to win. Oh, phew. Bears at Packers. A battle of the NFC North. Who you
Now,
liking here?
now when I was doing mild research yesterday, the Bears won the last matchup last year, the last game of the season. I don't think the Packers necessarily tried.
Hmm.
And then all the other matches, Green Bay has won.
Hmm.
But this is a new Chicago.
It is.
This is a new Chicago. And we just got a flexed game
Hmm.
in week 16, this same matchup that will be in Chicago was flexed to a primetime slot on December the 20th on Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, I forget what what Twitter said, what moved them out, but yeah, we're about to be seeing a lot of the Bears in primetime. They have Green Bay in the 425 game. They play Cleveland next week, which no one would see. Well, we will see. Ohio. But and then they got Green Bay again. They gotta go to San Francisco week 17, Sunday Night Football, which is gonna be a huge playoff game. Implications. And then the Lions in the season. And then we got Green Bay, who has to play at Denver, at Chicago, the Ravens, and then they end it with Minnesota. This specific game, I've been saying this a lot, but the Bears are due for a loss. They're due. They're due. I really don't know how they've been winning some of these games. Looking at some of these matchups, they could have very well lost that Steelers game. They needed a comeback win to beat the Vikings in week 11. They barely beat the Giants, only win that game by 4. Mm-hmm. And then we remember that Bengals game, that wild ass Bengals game that the Bengals probably should have won. So they've been playing with their food for the past 5 weeks now, but they're 5-0. They're on a 5-game winning streak, and I just think that is about to end when they go up to Lambeau.
I think the Bears cover, bro. 6.5 is a lot of points.
It is a lot of points. It is a lot of points. I don't know.
It's a 9-3 Bears. 9-3.
The way they've been playing though, like they've been playing with their food. I know Green Bay's defense is going to show up. I don't think they're going to be able to really run the ball like they have been, especially on Black Friday. So we're going to need Caleb Williams to play better. And against that defense with Michael Parsons screaming on your ass, I don't know. I don't see it. Green Bay could very well cover this game. The Bears are due for one, just like the Rams were. Going to Charlotte. 5-game winning streak. You go beat the defending Super Bowl champions asses at home. You're riding a little bit too high. Green Bay going to have to bring you back to Urban and you get the dub when you go back to Chicago in 2 weeks.
My only thing with thinking about taking Chicago, is this going to be the Green Bay team that has swept Detroit? Or is this going to be the Green Bay team that bullshits and lost to Carolina and the Browns?
Oh, the Carolina got against the Rams too. Now they got the Rams too. Now that's a good thing.
But back then, we did not know Carolina was what they are now. Like back then, we were just like, "What the hell is Green Bay doing losing to Carolina?" That Browns one is inexcusable.
Yeah, I agree.
So like, which Green Bay is going to show up? Because they also have the thing where it's like, you see Green Bay play their best, you're like, "Damn, they could beat anyone," and then when they start, like you said, playing with their food as well, it's like, I think I gotta do it. I think I'm gonna take the Bears. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I've seen enough. These young boys are taking over.
I hope so.
That's bad. So. That's bad for people who like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, because now they really might not get rings.
Hey man. Sometimes you need some fresh blood, man. So they need some fresh blood to give you a kick in the ass.
And then the team that has to fight. Well, now the Texans are back. But the team that has to fight every week, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now I'm going to tell you right now. You said Green Bay being favored by 6.5 is too many points.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs being 3.5 point favorites at home is killing me right now. And this line is fishy.
Mm-hmm.
Fishy. I don't know that they hung this one because it's the Chiefs and everyone wants to bet on the Chiefs or they know some shit or something, but from what I've seen, the way the Texans play defense, I think this game should be Kansas City 2, 1.5, maybe. Okay. not 3 points. So I'm gonna have to listen to some of the smarter people than me on this and figure out what they talking about on it before I put a bet on this one. But I really want to take Houston to cover this game, because even if Kansas City does win, I think it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, I agree. I don't even know who. To me, I honestly think it's a pick 'em because I don't know who's going to win this game. Because Kansas City, that defense for the Texans is just crazy.
So good. Number one power rated defense on PFF. Chiefs number 2 rated offense on PFF.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs win by less than a field goal.
Same. I think the Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs have to win. The Chiefs. Yeah, that's your logic. When you gotta win, they find a way. So.
That's true. Y'all the 10th seed, bro. Y'all don't got time for this shit. You really don't.
They need to stack up wins for sure. So I'm just gonna go with that, and then I'm gonna listen to my professional gamblers on podcasts and see what they say about this line, because this shit's fishy. Like, I can't believe this shit. Like
you can't lose to teams in front of you, because let's just say, like, let's say, okay, we think the Ravens are gonna beat the Steelers, so that puts the Steelers 6-7. If Chiefs beat the Texans, that puts them both at 7-6. But now you have the tiebreaker.
You don't even have to run through it for real, bro. If the Chiefs lose this game, they will not make the playoffs. Simple as that. Simple as that. They won't make the playoffs.
I'm not agreeing. I still don't think 3 NFC South. I think one of these NFC South teams are really gonna crash at the end. Ain't no way 3 are about to make the playoffs.
Oh. Hey, then they can lose. Then if you think someone's collapsing,
well, they can't rely on that. It's just I just can't believe 3 AFC South teams are gonna make it.
Yeah, that's on the Hey, the Chargers are injured to hell.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that will be the team to look at to collapse, honestly, especially if Justin Herbert gets even more hurt, because if he ain't playing, they stand no chance.
Agreed. All right. All right, Justin, some winners and losers.
Pull out my handy notes. That's just for losers, though. I got the
wait, I got the notes for.
I got the winners, bro. Shout out DC in general. They had a banner week.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving week.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped Absolute Batman 14, which I've only been reading comics a little over a year, but that's the best single issue of comic books that I've ever read. Best story I read all year, and I read a lot of manga / comic books. That shit was crazy. Like, I read that shit, and I had to read that shit again a couple days later. I couldn't believe it. It had me. I read Absolute Batman. I was like, oh my goodness, oh my god. What I had the junkie itch, bro. I was like, oh, what are the streets saying? I gotta go see what the streets are saying. Oh my goodness, this shit is really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, God, if I knew how to animate shit, I'll be writing the DC, be like, hey, let me just make this single arc, the Abomination arc, into a movie, because that shit was fucking cinema. It was cinema. Like, oh my god, like, I guess that's why comic books have been going strong for so long. I mean, I be on YouTube all the time, niggas talking shit about it, but like, that's the type of shit you live for, man. Mm-hmm. Absolute Batman 14. And then shout outs to DCKO number 2. I heard the comic streets talking shit. Where are the fights at? What are we doing? Come on. And then DCKO 2 gives us a fucking Royal Rumble. Like, they gave us a Royal Rumble. Like, shut the fuck up. Let my nigga Josh Williamson cook, okay? Let him cook. Yeah, just comic books in general. DC, House of Mouse 2, Disney 2. Shout out to y'all because I guess y'all kind of heard me, man. We got our announcement of our Daredevil ongoing, and then last week we get a Daredevil Punisher series. And I love Daredevil. Jimmy Palminotti, shout outs to you for getting the pitch and getting Daredevil back in these streets because we needed some Matt Murdock, and I'm so glad we got it back. So yeah, just comic books last week, man.
And they not resting. DC got 2 bangers coming out tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
they got Nightfall #2 and Batman #4.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're not resting. Oh man, that is. Well, yeah, I mean they were not playing around. I mean that Wednesday and comics are going crazy. And like you said, Matt Murdock's back now too. So next year's really about to be something because. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, winners. I guess the one winner, right? Man, I gotta shout them out because we gotta keep bringing them up. The Detroit Pistons,
Detroit basketball,
like #1 seed in the East right now, man. Like
who would have thought?
No one, not the #1 seed, not the #1 seed. It's kind of wild, and then also on the other side in the West, it's the quarter of a season. The Thunder are 20-1. And the only loss they have is a back-to-back. They might lose tonight, but it's just wild.
They're due, man.
And they are due. They're due.
And the NBA, you know, I'm on YouTube all day. You know, I'm watching some niggas talk about some basketball now. You already know. Everyone's talking about how the Clippers are the reason for this. These niggas ruined the NBA. Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers, they ruined the NBA. I don't know.
It's gonna be worse if they really are bad by the end of the year because they're Thunder get that top 10 pick.
That's where I was going.
Yeah,
a team that is potentially about to win 75 fucking on pace to win 75 fucking games, and they're about to have a potential top 5 fucking lottery pick.
They gonna get Baby Boozer.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This nigga Cam Boozer is hard. He is what LeBron fans want Bronny to be.
Oh yeah, he hard body.
He's hard. Like I was watching him, man. Before I got on to do the content Tuesday, bro, he be going off. I didn't even know he had twin brother Caden on the team. Like the Boozers. Shout out to the Boozers. I remember when your daddy was in the league, boy. That was LeBron's first power forward.
Yep. Ain't that crazy? You're right. They fucking it up, bro. They fucking it up. But I just have to shout those out. All right, man. What are some of your losers?
All right. We're going to go to the streets of Harlem. Shout out Dipset. Shout out Killer. Shout out Mace, even though you weren't really part of Dipset. But we ain't shouting you out, fucking Joel Santana, because you just this shit happened last week, but god damn it. Actually, probably a few weeks ago, but this nigga Joel Santana said on the internet streets that, oh yeah, kids don't need to be able to read anymore with all this technology. And I was like, huh? What? Kids don't need to be able to know how to read? Come on, man. Talking about how financial literacy is better than fucking is more important than being know how to read. How the fuck you gonna read a financial document if you can't fucking read? How? Just, hey, bro, some of you rap niggas, bro, you don't need to be speaking on education and shit. Like, y'all got your money, and coming from a goddamn rapper. I don't know if this nigga wrote his raps. A lot of these niggas try to be Wayne and Jay-Z and not write shit down, but I don't think Joel Santana was on the type of caliber to not be writing his shit down, which is just so hypocritical in my eyes. Like, you a rapper, like, that is written words that you gotta rap, and you talking about niggas don't know how to read. Just shame, shame, shame. And then we about to go there, buddy. The University of Oklahoma and Turning Point USA.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this.
Ain't gonna get into all the semantics of this shit, but Turning Point USA was fighting for some girl who she had an assignment about like gender stereotypes or something, and Turning Point USA was trying to say that they were that the teacher failed her because she didn't agree with her religious beliefs, and that wasn't the case. We ain't gonna talk about the contents of the essay, but we're gonna talk about the actual essay because that shit sucked. You did not do the fucking assignment. You didn't cite sources. You didn't do shit. You wrote it was not an essay. You wrote an opinion piece on some bullshit beliefs that you might have, and it wasn't the assignment that was assigned. The teacher gave you the explanation on why she failed you, and then you go to Turning Point USA and bitch, and now they're making the big ass stink about this shit. And then University of Oklahoma, you're a loser because you ain't support that teacher. You did not support that teacher because you ain't want the Turning Point USA and those niggas on your ass. And now the teacher's on administrative leave. She was like an adjunct professor, had like an actual faculty, some nigga on tenure teaching the class now. Not supporting your institution of learning because it's not the contents of what was going on. It was the fact that essay was dog shit, and it makes sense because Oklahoma is ranked 50th in education in the United States. Y'all niggas are stupid, and allowing that essay to be turned in as college work is a disgrace to education. So shame on y'all.
Anyone else?
That's it.
Well, I'm actually going to stay in that area for the first one because I mentioned them a little bit on the previous podcast that'll be coming out. The University of Texas, obviously, they are bitching, trying to be in the college football playoffs. I won't even bitch about it, but my question is, because they have the stones to say they should be in, but they won't tell you to your face, all right, if you should be in, who should be out? Tell us, Texas. Put it out there. If you should be in with your 3 losses, and stop bringing up the Ohio State loss. That's not the reason that you would be out. You lost to fucking Florida. That's the reason. But just tell me, Texas, who I can compare. Like, you can't tell me you want to be in, but then I can't compare who you want to take. Tell us who you want out. That's all I ask. All you Texas apologists, tell us who should be out, and let's compare. Because that team probably didn't lose to weak-ass Florida. My second one, because this really just happened yesterday, because this is just embarrassing. It is Ramon James. LeBron James. The reason I pick him as a loser, they were getting the dog shit beat out of them by the Phoenix Suns. Absolutely getting killed.
No Devin Booker.
LeBron really checked back in the game to make sure his 10-point streak was alive and immediately checked out as soon as he hit 10 points. That's crazy. That is absolutely wild. And I'm sorry, dog. I can't do that if Dylan Brooks should not be having a 30-point game on anybody.
Colin Gillespie. Hooper.
But come on, dog. LeBron, that was bad because that was. And there's always the things out about he's a stat padder, blah, blah. That was the ultimate stat pad USA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I did watch that game up in the third quarter. I think he only had like 7 points or some shit, and they were talking about it. And like you said, they were getting their asses beat. Like, they gave up.
He shouldn't even be in the game getting smoked like that.
Yeah, they gave up. And yeah, man. That is bad. But I was on Phoenix there, so.
No, it worked out for you.
Yeah, I ain't mad about that one.
Yeah, but I really got nothing. Those were the only two. I had nothing to really follow up with the two that you said. But with that being said, man, Justin, this is December. Next time another 2 weeks, we're getting closer and closer to people on clinching playoff spots.
Oh yes, there's going to be some people in the playoffs by the time we come back.
I love it. With that being said, wait, one more thing. One more thing, because we didn't mention them. Browns, awful. That was it. That was terrible.
You just couldn't leave it unsaid.
Nah, because that was bad, bro. I'm so sick of them. Like, they should not be. We shouldn't even get them on local TV anymore, bro.
Yeah, bro, they do suck, man.
But with that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to, and we'll be back. And like Justin said, they're going to be playoff clinchers by the next time we're back. So spots are being taken. With that being said, take care. Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.